democracy, opportunity, liberty, rights, and equality. Has the U.S. upheld these 5 ideals? I think not. Democracy has not been upheld. Just look at the presidential elections in 2000 between George Bush and Al Gore. When all of the other states had turned in their ballots, Florida had lost some of theirs, thus creating a controversy that would not only go to Florida's Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court of the United States. After going to the Florida Supreme Court for the recount, it thus went to the U.S. Supreme Court, where, in a plea from George Bush, the U.S. Supreme Court halted the counting and declared Bush the winner. The governor in Florida at the time, Jeb Bush, who was George Bush's brother, had made comments assuring that the Republicans would win Florida. He had also requested the removal of voting and recount officials. This created a controversy. Florida polls had originally shown Al Gore leading, but after the Supreme Court recount, it was Bush. Further investigations showed that Al Gore had the popular vote and was originally supposed to win by 100 votes. This makes me wonder, how many other elections have been fixed like this? Going back to 2000, between the elections of Bush and Al Gore, when those voters put their votes in the ballots, they put their trust in the government. When those ballots are compromised, so was the voters' trust. Opportunity and the American dream too have been compromised because of unemployment. This unemployment is due to corporation greed and job cuts, which have taken a toll on middle and lower class incomes. This greed and all the job cuts have started Occupy movements such as Wall Street and other Occupy movements. The Department of Human Services reported over 6 million illegal immigrants last year alone. This outrages unemployed Americans because jobs are being outsourced to these immigrants for cheap labor. This causes little prosperity, success, because there's little work for those Americans. The Patriot Act is a good example of how our liberty is being compromised. The Patriot Act allows the government to see and hear everything we do as civilians and protect Americans by being a sort of big brother. And how about that 6-year-old girl at the airport that was stripped because she was a suspected terrorist? How far is too far? And when is the government going to realize that the Patriot Act and the TSA are violating our civil liberties and our civil rights? Equal rights too have been compromised. Why is it that the woman is usually granted custody of the kid right off the bat? And why is it that men have to go to court to fight for their kid? Where is the equality in that? I've shown you a few examples of how the government has not upheld democracy, opportunity, liberty, rights, and equality. My question is, when will they do something about it?